Hello, I'm Young Chi Chu Brian. I'm a student of Associate of Science in Construction Engineering and Management, which is in Division of Building Science and Technology. This summer, I have attended a 7-day IC training courses in PolyU. This is the digital story of my e-portfolio, introducing what I have done in the training, which includes structural concrete work, structural steel work, formwork and force work, brickwork and plastering, and NDT and anchoring system. Day 1. Structural steel work. That was the first day of my training schedule. That day, the instructor firstly taught us the basic knowledge of steelwork. Then, we went to the laboratory and another tutor introduced many hand and machinery tools to us. He also demonstrated how to use the machine to cut the steel plates. Then, the tutor demonstrated welding method to us too. After that, we had to make a small steel chair by ourselves. We were given a picture of the chair and we had to divide into groups to perform different stages. Some responsible for cutting, some for welding, and some were doing the drilling. I was responsible for cutting the metal plates into required length and shape. This is our work and my group mates. Day 2. Formwork making. During the second day of training, the instructor introduced us some basic hand tools in the laboratory. He explained the ways and demonstrated how to cut the plywood board. This is the machine we used to cut plywood boards. Later, we were again given a graph showing details of our formwork, and we had to make it. Firstly, we needed to work out the dimension. Then, we needed to cut the plywood into required length. When all the members of the formwork were well prepared, we would tap the nails which fixed the plywood together, and our formwork was erected. Day 3. Scaffolding training. During this training, the instructor firstly taught us how to build up a scaffold. We were then divided into several groups to carry out different works in building up a scaffold. 2 students were responsible for structural analysis, and the others were responsible for different erecting works, such as collecting materials, fixing standards or bracing, and checking the level of structural members. The work was quite hard, and there was even a mistake occurred during the process of our group. This is our group and the scaffold. Day 4. Structural concrete work. That day, we went to the laboratory to cast concrete into the formwork made by ourselves the previous day. Firstly, we needed to weigh the ingredients accurately. Then, the instructor helped us to pour the mixing materials into a large mixer in order to mix them well. After that, we carried out slump tests to check the workability of freshly produced concrete. We had to paint the interior surface of the formwork before casting the concrete. During concreting, our vibrator is used as an aid to avoid segregation and honeycombing. Finally, we had to do finishing to the top surface of the concrete. and it was left aside hardened until the next day. Day 5. Reinforcement fixing training. In this training, we firstly removed the formwork and had a brief inspection on our hardened concrete. We then used a hammer to break the concrete and saw whether the interior was up to standard. After that, we had to practice fixing reinforcement bars. We used the data calculator and fixed the bars with plenty of steel wires. After the hard work of our group, the bars finally fixed well into place. Day 6. Brickwork and plastering. That day, we were also divided into groups, and each group of students had to do one type of work, such as the bricklaying, wall tiling, and general floor tiling. Our group was responsible for wall tiling work. We came across a difficulty, which was that the tiles cannot be easily adhesive onto the wall, causing trouble to us. Day 7. NDT and anchoring system. That day, the morning session was the NDT test. The tutor totally introduced and demonstrated 4 tests to us. However, we had only to carry out 3, but not the infrared thermographic survey. Groups were then going to perform the test in turn, and the 3 tests were rebound hammer test with the use of rebound hammer, half cell potential test to figure out corroded steel inside concrete, and finally the cover meter test. In the afternoon, the instructor demonstrated the torque-controlled expansion anchor and deformation-controlled expansion anchor. To install the torque-controlled expansion anchor, firstly, we needed to drill the anchor to the marked line. Then, we used a sucker to suck out debris inside concrete. After that, we could hammer the anchor into the concrete. Finally, we had tried to make the concrete fail on purpose, to find if the anchor was installed in a proper way. This is the end of my digital story. Thank you for watching.